Hey guys, and welcome back to Ozmonth. You know, I've been punishing myself with some really bad movies these last couple of weeks, so I feel the need to treat myself to something really special. That's why today we're going to watch Return to Oz. Okay, Return to Oz, here we go. I love this movie, and... Wait, what the hell is this? I want to Return to Oz. What's this cartoon doing here? Oh, wait, this is the 1964 version, not the kick-ass 1985 version. Damn it, Netflix, you gave me the wrong movie again! This is why people are leaving you in droves! Okay, so we've got our lazily animated Dorothy reading a piece of mail via paper plane that's from her friends in Oz. Good thing it just happened to drift into her bedroom instead of, you know, anywhere else on the entire planet. The letter talks about how her friends are faring since she's left. The Scarecrow, the Lion, the Tin Man, and... The Wizard? What's he still doing in Oz? Didn't he go back to Kansas at the end of the last movie?
Great continuity!
The letter reminds her to keep her silver slippers nice and shined. Silver slippers. Okay, so this movie's going to be based more on the books than the MGM movie. Interesting. She sings a little song about how she wants to go back to Oz, and the paper plane starts up another tornado to take her there.
Toto! It's a Kansas Twister! Another one! It's him! Uncle Henry! Hang on, Toto! Hang on to the apple tree! Oh, Toto! Here we go!
Yeah, because tornadoes aren't anything you want to take shelter from, are they? Oh no, it's a tornado! Here we go! So after we see the opening credits go by, along with some familiar names, Dorothy and Toto land in Munchkinland. But I guess drawing little people was too much of a hassle for these animators, so instead we have a society of Droppy the Water Droplets.
The mayor says he welcomes us back, and he'd like to present us with the key to the city. It's chocolate!
Oh, why was it wrapped in foil?
It was never wrapped in foil.
We're munchkins naturally. We're munchkins naturally.
Good God, a third song in only 7 minutes? I wouldn't mind so much if it weren't entirely pointless. And they're singing We're Munchkins Naturally? It sounds like a pathetic attempt to distract the audience from the fact that they look nothing like munchkins.
Oh no, don't do that!
Don't do what?
You can't talk bad about this movie. I was just on IMDb, and it only has a 0.2 star rating lower than the Return to Oz movie you like so much.
Seriously?
If you talk bad about this video, you're gonna get negative comments.
Well, maybe. It's kind of a possibility that internet reviewers often deal with. Everyone has an opinion, and this is just me giving mine.
But you wouldn't be degraded if you had negative comments on your video? I would.
Look, I'll tell you what. Why don't we both look at this movie together, and then you'll see it's not so bad.
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't do that. I'm scared of this movie.
Oh, calm down, calm down. Look, we're going to watch this movie, we're going to break it down, we're going to riff on it as we go, and then you'll see it's not so scary. Okay?
Okay. I can do this.
Good man.
Lion.
You're a lion? You look like a tiger. Anyway, Glinda the Good Witch shows up to tell Dorothy that the Wicked Witch of the West is back to terrorize her friends.
The witch is back? How'd she do that? How'd she do that?
Get this.
After you melded her and left Oz, all she had to do was wait for winter to come. And the cold merely froze her up solid into a witch again.
Yeah, apparently the Wicked Witch of the West is made out of Christmas snow, a la Frosty the Snowman.
Her evil powers were ruined by the melting.
A witch isn't a witch without witching.
That, my dear, is why she wants your magic slippers. That's why she brought you back.
She brought me back?
Yes. She forged that letter from Socrates And it was that letter that caused the tornado that brought you here. She then journeyed to her cousin, the wretched witch of the wastelands, and borrowed some temporary magic.
With only so much power available to her, the witch tricked the Tin Man into falling into a river and whoa!
Blood! I hate blood!
Wow, that was surprisingly graphic. Yeah, so the Tin Man is disposed of. Then the witch destroys the Scarecrow's diploma and... Wait, what? Diploma? Dorothy's Silver Slippers suggests that this movie is based more on the books than the MGM movie, and the diploma was purely an invention of the MGM movie, where in the book the Scarecrow had bran and needles put into his head as if they were actual brains. What continuity are we following here?
And the Tin Man didn't even have a heart either. Where did that even come from?
And if the witch just lights the diploma on fire, why doesn't she just light the Scarecrow on fire? And as for the lion, the witch turns his movie universe medal into a daisy. So what's stopping her from turning the lion into a daisy? But yeah, the lion's a coward again, and Dorothy vows to help her friends before seeking protection from the wizard.
I've just got to help them before I go to the wizard.
Make sure you don't lose your magic slippers. They're your only protection.
And will they protect Dandy, Sock, and Rusty too?
My time is short, but I tell you this regretfully. The slippers protect you alone. The heartless, brainless, and cowardly, they'll turn to solid stone.
That wicked old witch will never get these slippers. I promise. On my honor as a brownie.
Wow, that's impressive, considering how this story is taking place roughly 12 years before the Girl Scouts were ever created.
But how do I start? Which way do I go? Toto, that's right. The yellow brick road goes everywhere in Oz. I'll just get on that and keep walking.
Am I allowed to be afraid of Toto's three tails?
Yeah, I'll give you that. That's kind of creepy. They walk through this dark, spooky forest where absolutely nothing happens. Oh, except for the Wicked Witch singing about how wicked she is. But other than that, nothing happens. They bump into the Tin Man and oil him up, and, shock of all shocks, he has a song to sing!
5 songs?
Oh, can't you see the trouble I'm in? I have no heart in this body of tin. When I see a sight that is pure delight, I would love to love it, but I'm above it 'cause I'm heartless through and through.
After they decide to get the Tin Man a new heart, they immediately bump into the Scarecrow. Can you guess what happens next?
Does he sing another song?
Yep!
Oh, you can't buy a brain like you can potatoes or tomatoes. It can't be found. Oh, you can't find a brain in the neighborhood grocery. No, 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 siree, it can't be found. You gotta have one when you're born, or else you'll go through life forlorn. You'll be like me, most assuredly, a silly, willy, nilly, billy guy.
By the way, does anyone else think that this Scarecrow here looks like that terrible Strong Bad costume?
Oh, that's less scary somehow.
And seconds later, they just happen to bump into the Cowardly Lion.
Who sings?
Actually, no. The Scarecrow and the Tin Man sing to make fun of him.
Oh, that's nice.
He's a dandy lion, dandy lion, dandy lion. He's a dandy lion. It's just that he's somewhat shy.
Maybe the wizard will give you real courage this time.
You're going to see the wizard again? Gee, I'm with you, fellas, 100%, all the way. True blue, all for one, and one for all. Excelsior!
No, be quiet and let's go. Right.
One thing, though, I forgot. Where are we going?
To see the wonderful Wizard of Oz in the Emerald City.
Look, everybody, look. The Emerald City's right up ahead.
Wow, they sure got there fast!
I remember Oz having a lot more scary things in it.
But the witch makes it to the wizard first, and changes herself into a, hottie, I guess. and she tricks him into hypnotizing himself.
You're getting sleepy? Very sleepy? You can hardly keep your eyes open.
Oh yeah, he also has this weird nervous tic where he repeats the last word of every sentence.
They don't make busybodies like that anymore. Nobody's allowed in that room. There's a crazy man there sitting at a desk, talking into a microphone. Now what can I do for you, my dear?
Is that supposed to be funny? Because I don't get it.
It just sounds stupid.
After singing another song about how wicked she is, the witch poses as the wizard just as Dorothy and her friends show up. They ask the wizard for the things that, the last movie established that they already had in the first place, but the witch says that she'll give them what they want if Dorothy and her friends give her the silver slippers.
No.
What do you mean, no? He'll give us everything we want for an old pair of shoes. I'll get you new shoes.
I'll even get you skis.
No.
Why?
These are magic slippers, and I promised I'd never part with them until the Wicked Witch of the West is captured and destroyed for good.
No, you only said you'd help your friends first. Now give your shoes to the wizard so you can continue helping them. And you're already in the protective care of the wizard, as far as you know that is, so why not give your shoes up? You don't need them. So the witch tells them to go out and capture the witch, that way Dorothy can give the shoes to the wizard, who is actually the witch.
Wait, what?
The witch dashes off to her castle to wait for them, and of course sings another song! This time in a pissing contest with the wizard.
I am better than you are. By all the other witches I'm admired.
I am better than you are. From head to toe in magic I'm attired.
I am smarter than you are. My crafty cousins taught me quite a lot.
This is totally pointless.
At least it's not scary.
And I have to ask, the witch has the wizard tied up and completely at her mercy. Why doesn't she just kill him? Anyway, she sends her flying alligators out to get Dorothy and her friends. What? Don't you remember her flying alligators from the book? MGM spent millions trying to bring these creatures to life in their movie, but they hide in Scarecrow's straw, which is actually from the book, so give the movie a point for accuracy?
That was real quick thinking.
Astounding. Unbelievable.
Amazing, even.
So then the witch rips off Disney's Fantasia by summoning the freaking Greek gods to do her bidding. Damn, witch got connections. But this is ultimately pointless since the god of lightning runs out of lightning bolts somehow. But the Tin Man gets hit by one of them and he's apparently dead. Dorothy sings a quick song about how magic is everywhere, and this causes a moonbeam to appear in the daytime to bring the Tin Man back to life. And the moonbeam somehow doesn't give the Tin Man the ability to talk to dolphins.
God, don't bring up that movie. Tentaclino scares me too.
They make it to the castle, and just as the witch is about to do them in, she loses her temporary powers.
My time's run out.
Oh, wizard, you saved us. Your powers are greater than the witches.
Yes, yes.
Wait, didn't Glinda tell Dorothy the witch's powers would only last for a short time?
Yeah, Dorothy's an idiot. What do you want from me? The witch grabs her and demands that she be given the shoes. The lion gives the shoes despite Dorothy's warning that he'll turn to stone, yet he doesn't turn to stone as he gives them to the witch. And the witch turns to stone instead.
Wait, what?
What a twist!
Yeah, what a twist.
They go back to the Emerald City, where they're cheered by absolutely no one.
Wow, what a welcome.
The great Oz has heard your requests. You say you want a heart, and you want a brain, and you want some courage. Tell you what I'm going to do. Gonna do.
Wait a minute, the record's not skipping. He's actually just saying, gonna do, over and over.
But you can't just run off now. You've promised us magic.
He doesn't have any magic, you moron!
By the way, Remember that important plot point of how Dorothy's friends would turn to stone if they touched the slippers? Well, Glinda conveniently shows up to fill us in on why that didn't happen.
When you sacrificed yourself to the lightning bolt because of the love you felt for your friends, from that moment on, you had a heart. And the quick thinking you showed to save your friends from the flying alligators proves you have a brain. When you overcame your fears and cowardice and took the silver slippers, even though you thought you turned to stone, you showed true courage. So you see why you weren't turned to stone, and the witch was. The witch was heartless, as anyone is who is cruel. Cowardly, as anyone is who must use slaves and suppress others. And brainless, as anyone is who thinks evil can conquer good.
So wait, the whole point of the movie was so that they could learn the same moral that they learned from the last story?
Yep, this whole movie's been a waste of everybody's time. But yeah, message received. Time to wrap this up and send Dorothy and Toto back to Kansas.
Kansas can continue without me. I gotta go back, I gotta go back, I gotta go back.
Yeah, you're an only child who has no friends and lives on a desolate farm where you couldn't be bothered to do any farm work. I'm sure that all of Kansas has collapsed in the 40 minutes you've been gone. So Dorothy wishes on a little Kansas magic, summons a tornado, because I guess she can do that now, and the end credits are so eager to get the movie over with that they squeeze their way in before Dorothy even makes it back home.
Oh, Aunt Em, Uncle Henry, I'm home. I'm home again.
So that was Return to Oz, and I'm not afraid of saying that this movie was awful.
Of course it was. The animation was sloppy, the script was rushed, and they just rehashed the morals from the first movie. Wait, did I just give this movie a bad review?
My friend, you're a victim of disorganized thinking. You think that just because a lot of people have a good opinion on a movie that you shouldn't be allowed to say your bad opinion about it. Where I come from, we have critics. And it's not easy for them to just sit in front of a camera and just give their bad opinions about it, but they complain about anything and everything that they want. And they have no more courage than you have. But they have one thing that you haven't got. Public approval. So therefore, in consideration for you conquering your fears and getting through the snorefest of a movie and giving your bad opinion to an internet audience of potentially millions of viewers, I award you with this thumbs up. You now belong to the Legion of Liked.
Oh, shucks, folks, I'm speechless. Now I feel like I'm the king of the forest.
You're not gonna sing, are you?
Well, no.
Oh, thank God, we've had too much of that already. See you next time, guys.
Now I'm the king of the forest.